Happy Easter. I hope you are enjoying an amazing Sunday with your family. I hope you had some good food today. Today's gospel is from John chapter 20, verses 1 through 9. And it's the story that we hear every Easter Sunday of Mary Magdalene arriving to the tomb and Jesus isn't there. And so she runs, she leaves, and she tells Peter and John, and she tells them, something must have happened. Somebody took Jesus's body. And so the two of them take off to the tomb. And, at Mass today, you're probably really not hearing about that part of the gospel. You're hearing about how Jesus rose from the dead and how the grave could not contain him. And even though he died for our sins on the cross, he rose so that we could be in heaven with him forever. And that's awesome. That's true. That's why we are Christians. That's our truth. But I kind of love the part of the story with Peter and John running to the tomb, because I feel like it's how we react to Jesus, how we seek Jesus. They run towards the tomb. I love how it says that John got there first. Poor Peter. He didn't get there in time. But even though John got there first, he didn't go in. He wasn't brave enough. He didn't have enough courage. He didn't feel good enough. He didn't feel worthy enough. Something stopped him. So he got to Jesus, but he stopped. He put on the brakes. Peter, he didn't get there as fast as John, but as soon as he got there, he went in. He found Jesus. He went after Jesus. He didn't hesitate. He went in after Jesus. Where are you? Are you in that relationship with Jesus where you've been running after him? You've been trying to live like him. You've been trying to love like him. But now you kind of put the brakes on. You're hearing all the people in the world saying Christianity isn't the way to go. It's not the in thing. Religion is just a title. Have you put the brakes on? Are you hesitant to go any further? He's only as far away. I always say to my students, he's only as far away as we push him. Gosh, are we good at pushing him? So are you John in that sense? You got there, you were desiring him, you were chasing after him, but now you've put up that wall. You're hesitant. Or are you Peter? You ran after him, you found him, and you're going all in. You're saying, this story of him dying on the cross and saving me from my sin, it's not make-believe. It's real. And I'm all in. I don't want to hesitate. I want to surrender. I want to live like I believe in his life, death, and resurrection. The story of Christ's death, the story of his resurrection, has changed my life. I am nothing without him. I live every day for him. I'm constantly running after him. And no matter what situation I find myself in, I'm surrendering it to him. I'm all in when it comes to Jesus. I'm not hesitant. I've seen him work miracles in my own life. I've seen him change lives. I've seen him do things in my life that I never could have done on my own. I hope and pray this Easter that whether you are John or Peter or Mary Magdalene, that you can just believe in his resurrection a little bit more tomorrow than you did today. That you can have the desire to go a little bit more all in tomorrow than you did today. Otherwise, it is just a story we hear once a year. And my life is living proof that it's not a story. He's the reason I live the way I live. He's the reason I love the way I love. He's my reason. And if you don't hesitate and you kind of jump all in, he can be your reason too. But be ready. Because when you surrender and when you allow him in, your life changes forever. That's my prayer for all of you. Happy Easter. Enjoy the rest of your day.